Hi, can you guys hear me? Hi, can you hear me? Can you? Oh, there, yeah, okay, good. You can see the kitty. Kitty's here. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Yes. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good. I'm using some app I've never used before on here. Um, the the thing is that I can't turn my I can't turn my camera. It's not. Let me see. Let me see. If I turn it, see, it's saying do not tilt, do not tilt. So it won't let me do that. All right. How you doing, boo boo? Okay, okay. All right. Close that door a little bit. Okay, good. Tampa hears me. Hello, shout out to Tampa. Okay. Now, I'll be honest, I have been away from my computer for a couple of hours, and the last I heard, yes, I am live. The last I heard, Barr was having a press conference tomorrow at like 9:30, but he wasn't actually going to release even the redacted uh, report, his version of the report, until like 11 or later to Congress. So basically, he was going to go out there and schmooze and massage the message and all that kind of thing. Hang on, let me see if I can shut this door. All right, so he's going to go out there and give his own version of things because he's a slime bag. And let's see, what else? No one from Mueller's team is going. They refuse. And Giuliani's still talking about releasing their own version of their own report about the situation. And I'm still, there's a part of me, if that's actually what's going on right now, I'm kind of hoping that Giuliani gives his report live, because you know how he always puts his foot in his mouth and says more than he should. So we might, if we can get Giuliani talking tomorrow, then we might learn more there than we learn from anywhere else. So, oh, okay. And Nadler wants the report and wants Barr to cancel the press conference. Well, yeah. See if I can get some more light over here. Oh, sorry about the chaos level, but if there was a night to be going live, this is it. Because I know there are a lot of very worried people. I was kind of hoping that Nadler or somebody would find a way to insist that, what do you call it? That, could they go to a court and tell, have a judge tell Barr to be quiet? Like, this isn't yours to do? I don't know. Hello? Oh, goodness. Someone from New Zealand. Goodness. Yeah, Congress wants him to cancel the presser. Yeah. Oh, I have to get back to work. Okay. All right, fair enough. I actually did an entire reading on the Barr report, and which is what I'm calling this. I made a nice graphic. I did the whole reading. I edited the whole thing. I uploaded it to YouTube, and this happens. And it's like, okay. So, all right, Nadler is working on it. Tomorrow should be interesting. Yes. Yes. Giuliani is creepy. Barr has been in talks with the White House. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, Barr has, because he's awful. All right, so what should we do? Should we start with just like a rough reading? I'm sorry that you can't see the cards very well. I don't have a way to tilt this. Like I said, I'm using an app, and it won't let me turn my iPad. If I do this, maybe? About a third of the normal. Yeah, it is. It's not it's portrait, not it's portrait, not horizontal, because that's all that this app will do. And I tried using just going live on YouTube, but they're saying that for some reason I can't. So, all right. So, should we just start with a reading of? We're living in an orange nightmare. Rough reading is good. Okay, good. Judge and CC wants to look at the whole report. Oh, that's right. As the judge wants to look at the whole report to evaluate something about Roger Stone and. Okay. All right. So. All right. So how should I just start winging this, or is this something specific you really want me to look at right now? I'll see what I can do. If somebody has any suggestions. I'm going to subpoena Mueller. That's good. Oh, YouTube eliminating likes. That's sad. And anything else? All right, so I guess look at Rosenstein. Oh, all right. I have not read on Rosenstein. Rod Rosenstein. One of my favorite nicknames I've heard of him is Ro. See how Ro is doing. How much will be redacted? I'll give you a spoiler for the reading that I did on this report, and that is this report that he's going to put out tomorrow is Swiss cheese. It's, yeah. I hope you like your cheese Swiss. Are they cooking the results? All right, let's start out by looking at Ro. How about that? And then we'll look at, are they cooking the results? Which I think I know the answer, but we'll see. We'll see. That's what the cards are for. It's so I don't just sit here and guess. I can tell you what it feels like, but that's what the cards are for. A commenter asked the other day, what's the point of the cards? It's like, well, because, and I didn't really have time to go into and explain that it has to do with why you can't read on yourself. You can't read on yourself because you can't get out of your own energy field very well. You can't read your own energy field that well because you're in the middle of it. Which is why you always hear about psychics going to visit other psychics. It isn't just professional curiosity or anything like that. It's I can't read on myself. It's very disheartening. Occasionally I'll get something, but most of the time it's just okay. Anyway, Ro. Let's do a reading on Ro. Oh, this is the card that just popped out. And the word that's coming to my mind is trapped. He feels panicked and trapped. And I like cold sweats, kind of. I don't know if maybe this press conference tomorrow was not his idea, or he was against it, but he's like, I'm feeling like cold sweats and just horrible. Oh, hang on. Muffled readings on yourself. Yep. Will Barr lie tomorrow? I'm just going to say yes, but we'll see. Rod will give the road. Okay. I don't watch a lot of the other readers, but I watch some, and unfortunately, I really like. I started out with Kirsten Langston, who is amazing and so much fun, and a sweetheart. And she did a reading on me that to be honest, I'm still kind of waiting for it to come to fruition, but it should be good stuff. Lena, who is a sweetheart. I wrote to her a number of months back, and she wrote the nicest email back to me. David, Linda G, and Sienna. Sienna is just bubbly. She's wonderful and talented. So anyway, but no, I haven't really seen Whimsy's things yet, but I will get there. This is not reading on Rod Rosenstein, so I should quit blathering, and I should read on Row. All right, cold sweats, panic. Oh my gosh, what have you done? What have I done? All the, you know how, like even during Watergate, where Deep Throat was helping the guys from the Washington Post to get the story, it was because he was trying to protect the FBI, because people in the FBI and people like in that sort of world, they become incredibly loyal to each other and to their institution. And Rosenstein can now see what he did and what he's done, and he's been humming and hawing. He does the right thing, and then sometimes he does things he knows are not quite right, but he thinks it's for the greater good, and it just turned into a morass, which I guess technically makes him more of an ass. I'm sorry. Sorry, shouldn't use that language, but I was trying to find some levity here. Yeah, that is a really accurate card for him. Panic, just ashamed, just, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of me? What are my colleagues going to think of me? What are the institutions going to think of me? The law enforcement institution's going to think of me. And then so, no, it'll be fine, and then go have a stiff drink. It's he thought he was doing the right thing, and now it was hitting home before, but now it's really hitting home just how much he has betrayed his neutrality. He was trying to keep things working and moving forward, but Barr has sunk his own ship is the last message I have here. All right, so let's look at in the past. Yeah, this is when Comey was fired and all the mess Comey created before with Hillary, and then the beating that law enforcement in general has taken under Trump, because of course Trump doesn't want to be caught. Center of the reading, he's trying to be the leader, take charge, be in charge of what he's in charge of, and do, be the. This is it's not just like a policeman or something. This is major arcana. So this is someone more in charge, trying to take on more the mantle of leadership in a very important, well, you know, or he is, he's very important. Base of the reading. This has been him. Stress and work, stress and work, stress and work, stress and work, stress and work. I mean, it's literally just looped in my head. Stress and work, stress and work, stress and work. Above the reading. What's popping into my head is I did not sign up for this. I did not. Yeah, I agree. Trump turns everyone and everything around him to trash. I did not sign up for this. I didn't. This is not what I'm here for. I'm not here to, the words that are coming to my mind are kiss Trump's you know what. Okay, near future. He doesn't feel like he sold his soul. He feels like he just got backed into a corner. That's what he's thinking. Near future. Oh dear. Barr looks like an evil Elton John. Sorry, I'm trying to read a couple of the comments. Well, this is, you know, you can just hear this guy screaming as he's riding into battle, and then all of the court cases, and this is, if this feels like it's happening around Barr, not Barr. This is what's happening around Rosenstein. This is kind of what Barr's doing, what is going to happen against Barr, and Rosenstein just feels like he's caught in the crossfire. Home environment. Hasn't he quit? Didn't he quit a while ago? Oh, I'm just going to stay until whatever is done here, and I am so out of here. I'm so out of here. Yeah, home environment. Hopes and fears. Fear of Trump. This is my card for the kind of the Trump family power. Fear of the Trump. We're reading on Rosenstein. So this is, Barr is the Attorney General. This is Rosenstein with the cold sweats and the what have I gotten myself into. So yeah, we're still reading on Roe. What other people see, that's Mueller. And it's like a look of disappointment on his face. And oh my gosh, how awful must it feel to have Robert Mueller look at you with this look of disappointment? So, and I don't know. The thing about Mueller is, yes, I think he may have stuck too close to the guidelines he was under, but at the same time, I think he's one of the most honest human beings in government, in our government. That's the sense I get. And for what it's worth, he really loves his wife. That has come up every single time I've read on Mueller, and it's very sweet. I don't get that with many people. But anyway, final outcome. Oh, Rosenstein, what have you done, you idiot? Oh, Rod, you idiot. Oh, Trump's corruption. The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. That's Trump's corruption. That's Rosenstein tied up. He feels caught in the middle. The sword of truth. He feels like he is caught in the middle between the sword of truth and the corruption he's been trying to fight. So he feels trapped. I mean, that's his thing. And how did I get here, kind of? But also in that, it's not fully taking responsibility for his own garbage. So that's what I'm getting for Rod Rosenstein. I have not read on him before. I didn't want to that much because it isn't that he's a coward, it's that his energy feels wimpy. Does that make sense? Like he's tough. He's tough enough to get where he got, to get to the position he's in. But you know, these are the times to where you see what people are really made out of, and he's made out of, what's coming to mind is like a thick felt, like a thick felt fabric. You know, it's not, it has its uses, and it could protect you, but you know, you're not gonna expect it to hold anything up. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I don't know that Mueller's let us all down. Seriously, you cannot trust Barr. You cannot trust him. Do not trust him with a pack of gum. I mean, do not trust him. So hang on with about judging Mueller until we get more information. And then, well, yeah, sure, if he just wussed out and something, then yeah, we'll be mad. But seriously, can you read Barr's energy and what does Mueller think of him? In the reading I just did here, it was Mueller looking at Barr. Sorry, my mistake. All right. Okay, so I guess we should look at Barr. Can we trust Rosenstein? How do I put this? Do you remember back in high school? You know, for me it was back in the 1800s, but still, high school is high school. Back in high school, you'd have, you know, there were a group of people who went to your school, and there would be a group of guys, and there would be the class clown kind of guy, and the super brainy chess kind of guy, and you'd have the sports kind of guy, and you had the football sport guy, and the soccer-ish kind of sport guy, and then you had the hanger-ons, and you know, you had all these different kinds of characters, and there was like one guy who wasn't really the most attractive, he wasn't really the smartest, he wasn't really the funniest, he wasn't really but he was there, and he knew how to ingratiate himself with the bigger players. But, you know, you're looking at possibly, you know, who you want to go to prom with, and it's like, would you choose him? Does that make sense? Rosenstein's not a risk taker. Yeah, agreed. I'm standing with Mueller. Did my high school thing, did that make any sense? Did that explain kind of? Yes, okay, good. All right, so shall we look at Barr? I mean, do we really want to go down into the sludge like that? Or do you want me to read on Mueller? Just gonna give it a second, let people read, or reply rather. It's a beautiful night here, the window's open. Sunday it was snowing, and now the window's open. Is Mr. Mueller safe? Yes. I had the same guys in my school. Yep. Mueller. All right, let's read on Mueller. And then we'll see. Then let's read on Mueller, and then let's see if Barr is going to face any consequences. Mueller. How is this TV announcement going to go? All right. Well, let's start with Mueller. I'll be honest, I know I know how disappointed everybody is. I can feel how disappointed everybody is. But I have to say, for what it's worth, which is not saying it's everything, but for what it's worth, Mueller has really good energy. He really does. He's the one person. It's like, if I was down, if I was down to my last $20 and I needed somebody to hold it for me, for a couple of days, no question, I'd give it to him to hold. Just no question. He's decent, and I wish I could say that about everyone I read on, but unfortunately I can't. But his energy is really good. So I'm not saying that makes him perfect, and we may end up being really mad at him, even once everything is out. Oh, I am done, he says, and yeah, I'm done. And I just wanted to go home. I wanted this thing to go to Congress, and I wanted to go home. And I can't. This is like the card of vacation he couldn't go on. It's like, now I've got to deal with this. In the past, it's been a lot of stress on his shoulders. It really has. I mean, wouldn't it? I mean, if it was on all of this had been on your shoulders, yeah, it's stressful. Center of the reading. He knows most of these people, and he's known most of these people. People are in the upper echelons. They've known each other for years. They've worked together. I don't know. Did Mueller ever work with Barr? I'm reading on Mueller right now. I have to kind of look. I've got to twist my head a little bit so I can see the screen. Read on Mueller. Oh. Well, anyway, but he's known most of these people, and he's, like I said, this is really bringing out, what are you made of? And he's really seeing what these people are made of, even more so than ever before. And both the good and the bad and the ugly. Base of the reading. Oh, he's gone after the dirt. This can be wisdom, this can be, the law. No. This is dirt. This is dirt on Trump world, Trump people, and he didn't just go out and get the dirt. It was like an archaeologist where you cut the perfect squares and you go down level by level and you catalog each. Yeah, and it takes a lot of strength to do that. And these are also major arcana. I mean, he's kind of had the spiritual wind at his back throughout all of this, even though he may not be able to feel that. Barr and Mueller worked together before, so yeah. Yeah, Barr's disappointing a lot of people. A lot of people have known him for a long time. Above the reading. Democrats and, to be honest, you know what this card feels like? It feels like us. It feels like the people in the country who were relying on him and just were singing his praises every day, and this is the Democrats. All right, near future. Oh, seriously, can someone become president who has this energy rather than the energy Trump has? Because this is like a relief compared to reading on the Orange Fiera. Oh, major arcana, near future. Hope, truth, quenching the thirst to, we are parched. This is quenching the thirst, even, but some of it's just ending up being wasted. And judgment, and not just judgment, but loud judgment, in your face, in Barr's face, in Republicans yelling at Mueller. Yeah. Home environment. Please just let me go home. I just wanted to go home. I worked hard. I just want to go home. That's what that is. Hopes and fears. The power of Trump the Emperor. Taking that on, making sure it's legitimate, taking it down if necessary, and all of the dangers that that could entail. I'm afraid I can't see the chat at the moment. I will look in just a minute. What we see. TikTok. Yep, this often comes up as fate or what have you, but recently this has really felt like a clock. TikTok. It's time. It is time. And just I said that, there was like a big gust of wind outside. And all right, final outcome. Ooh. There's some nasty stuff. There's some nasty stuff in that report. Barr is trying to deflect. No, look here. Don't look down here. No, you want to look up here. And at some really nasty stuff. And this is more, excuse me, this is more kind of a more reasoned, this is coming up as the Democrats. It feels like the Democrats having a more reasoned, steady, frustrating, occasionally infuriating way of working their way through this to get to the real information. So in a sense, by this point, it's other than him testifying, it's kind of out of his hands. And he's so fed up, and he's so disappointed, and he's so disgusted, and yeah, so that's what I'm getting from Mueller. All right, let me look at the Barr lied in the summary he gave from the Contra report. Yep, yes he did. His job isn't over. He just thought that, you know, here, it's now in Congress's hands. Mark TikTok, Trump, yep. Trump and Pence will be gone soon. Wheel of Fortune turning. President Pelosi. Amen, sister. I'll be shocked if anything comes of this report. Oh, what's just as likely to come from this report is freak out, upset, loud upset. There was a lot of talk yesterday and the day before on the news about, oh, you know, don't get your hopes up. It's going to be really disappointing. I don't think anyone foresaw, certainly in media, I don't think anyone was realizing just what a slime bag Barr is. I wish I had a better word to describe that, but he's just awful. Oh, okay, Boo Boo really wants to come in, so I'm going to be horrible for just a minute here. I'm just going to put this camera down, and I'm going to let Boo Boo in because the kitty. And this chair, every time I stand up, it makes noise, so I'm sorry. I don't know if covering the microphone helps, but oh jeez. Come on, sweetie. Come on, little long. Good boy. You are the precious. Yes, you are the precious. All right. I sound like Gollum, the precious. Boo boo. Trump paid Barr off. I'm still. I don't know. I think I still think that he was thinking maybe Supreme Court justice. I don't know. All right, so okay, tomorrow. What's going to happen tomorrow? What's tomorrow going to be like in this wonderful, wonderful land? Boo Boo was underneath the desk, and he just reached his paw up. It was just off of camera, but he just reached his paw up. And now he's walked away. Anyway, so between Nadler wanting to crack some heads and Barr being a jackass, sorry, but that's the language I'm going to use, I'm afraid, when it comes to him. Yeah, and Rosenstein just mortified, and Mueller sitting at home, and actually I don't see Mueller sitting at home. I see Mueller being around the people he's been working with. And there's a lot of swearing. But, all right, tomorrow, the Barr press conference. Oh, there he is. Kitty. Is Barr planning a crazy distraction? He is the crazy distraction, I think. Oh, gosh, yeah, like that special counsel. Investigate the investigators. Yeah. Oh, and the wonderful kitty is a really bad window. Just blocked all the light. Okay, so tomorrow, how crazy is it gonna be? What do you think, Boo-Boo? It's gonna be crazy. You are a sweetheart. Yes, you are. You know, the nice thing, I can kind of feel the collective energy of all you guys talking to me, and it's wonderful. It's, goodness, it's like we're in this together, and there's strength in numbers, and there's strength in, you know, caring about the country, and wanting the best for it, and wanting decency and honesty, and I mean, that's good energy to be putting out in the world, and it becomes amplified when you're around other people who feel the same way. All right, let's see here. Tomorrow. That is some serious disappointment at what we're actually going to see. That is some serious underwhelming energy. Oh, boy, 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 boy. Oh, I don't have a card for the past. Let's have a card for the past. You know what? You guys are troopers. You really are. You know, we've been out here, and we've been holding it together, and we've been contacting our representatives, and we've been protesting, and we've been sending out good energy, and we've been fighting the good fight. And I seriously, I want to thank all of you who have been fighting that good fight for goodness and decency. And not just in America, but around the world, because, you know, with Pluto plowing through Capricorn, kicking up the worst kind of, just the worst of the status seekers, yeah, there's been a rise of the right wing all over the world. It's just been awful. But there are still so many people doing the right thing. So I just want to take that moment and say thank you. It has been very, very hard. Very hard. All right, center the reading. Message for you, sir. Yeah, I mean, isn't that what this is about? The message? Because it's not the report, it's the message about the report. Which is really frustrating and annoying. Base of the reading. Hardworking Mueller versus Trump, the Emperor. That's the base of tomorrow, which makes sense. On the report about Trump and Russian collusion. Russian interference in the election, I should say. Above the reading. I want some clarity on Trump's finances and on what was done, but what did Trump get out of it? House Dems are ready for a hard fight. Good. All right. So that's what's above. All right, near future. So tomorrow. Oh boy. Deep breath. Okay. Oh yeah. People charging around Washington. Look here, look here, look there, look there. I'm not looking there, I'm looking here. But I want attention. No, this is the reality. I was like, seriously, no. It's like they're fighting. This is tomorrow. Home environment. Because it's about the secrets. Because all of this, I can dig out this card. All of this is a message about the secrets. Agreed. Dems may very well have to start impeachment proceedings just to get hold of those, all of that information. All right, hopes and fears. Oh, well, guess whose back that is? It says hopes and fears. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Born for this point in history. Yeah, there is that feeling. There's definitely that feeling. That's Trump's back. So when this is both hopes and fears, you can kind of see who's hoping for, metaphorically, for this to happen, who's afraid this is going to happen. Okay. And what we're going to see, corruption. Yep. This is, remember I said just earlier, the weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Well, this isn't just Trump's corrupt. This is Trump's corruption. This is Barr's corruption. And those are some sickly plants, let me tell you. It's all, that's all kudzu and poison ivy. All right, so what's going to come out of tomorrow? What is the final outcome? Let's see here. We're going to be tired. That's what I'm feeling. We're going to, at the end of the day, it's going to be like, okay, I've seen enough, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Unbelievable. And this is people finding solace in each other, comfort in each other. Just because we're just going to be so tired. But the clock is still ticking, and this feels so much bigger than these cards. Not just because this is Major Arcana. The great big clock is ticking on this whole Trump era saga tragedy. It has been exhausting. I completely agree. What do you think, Boo Boo? Are you tired? Are you tired? All right, let the kitty sleep. All right, so tomorrow basically we're going to be exhausted, and there's going to be a whole lot of yeah. And heaven only knows what Trump's going to be tweeting at 3 a.m. when he can't sleep because he possibly maybe might have had a little too much during the day. And you know he's going to take some tomorrow because he needs to stay awake through all of this mess. So that's going to... And people on speed are not the most stable. So, all right. Is Barr going to... Oof. All right, I don't feel like they're jumping out. It's just me being clumsy. Is Barr going to face any consequences? Is Barr going to face any consequences for this nonsense? And that's the nicest word I can think of. When I was in school, again, back in the 1800s, a friend of mine, I remember I was in this, like a study room, and a friend of mine came down, and she was laughing. And I said, "What's funny?" And she said, "Oh, I was just up in the art room, and let's make up some names. Miranda and Robert." Okay, we'll say that. Miranda and Robert are in the art room, and my friend was sitting at the end of the table, and Miranda was on one side of the table, and Robert was on the other. And she said they started arguing and having a fight, and they started insulting each other. But the thing is she said it was all I could do to not just keep chiming in with, yeah, he does that. I've noticed. Oh yeah, she does that. That's really bad. Oh yeah, I totally agree that that's annoying. That's sort of coming to my head. It's Barr is being so stupid. The Republicans are being so stupid, and some Democrats are doing a good job, and other ones aren't trying hard enough, or they're going to go out and make all the wrong points because they're trying to it's all trying to make it about them, and yeah. Anyway, sorry. Okay, is Barr going to face consequences? Thank you so much for your patience with me as I blather on. Okay. Barr going to face consequence. Hatred. His name is going to be mud. Mud. And not nice mud. I mean, like, ugly, ugly. And he's not going to understand why. And part of him's not going to care because I hate to say it, but most of these politicians, not all, but most of these politicians I've read on, they've got at least slight sociopathic tendencies. They don't feel, I'm going to do it my way. Okay, why am I getting 2 cards? Is Barr going to face consequences? Cards for the reading. Well, let me see if I can get this to focus. Well, the card for the reading is he's in the wrong. I keep getting this with him. He does not know what year it is. He does not understand that we're not in the. Do you remember when Sebastian Gorka went on TV? I'm so sorry. When Sebastian Gorka went on TV and he was saying, the days of the pajama boys are over. And it was so funny when Gorka was kicked out of the White House. Chris Hayes went on his show and said, the days of Sebastian Gorka in the White House are over. That was funny. But Barr, the days of the extreme hierarchical, money-based patriarchy are over. They haven't changed. It isn't as far gone as we wish it was. But he does not realize what year it is. In the past, a lot of the people who Barr worked with in the past or who knew of his reputation, they knew that he lied about the thing back in '89, but he had a generally good. People assumed he was an institutionalist, and that he would at least be halfway decent. And so when he was appointed Attorney General, first of all, they were just so glad to see the back of Whitaker. I mean, Whitaker is a blockhead. So, all right. Center of the reading. Oh, yeah, talk about stakes. Talk about the stakes surrounding this. Goodness gracious. Oh, kitty. All right, base of the reading. Investigators who went overseas. This is the oh, that was out of the blue. Wham! Suddenly, cat. This is the investigators, and this is all the hard work that the investigators did. I don't know why that would. I guess that's the base of the reading because he is corrupting what they did. This is what he's got his dirty shoes on. He's wiping his dirty shoes on with all this garbage he's doing. Oh, it's all right, sweetie. It's all right. It's okay. I know, it's all very stressful. And I'm my stress is passing on to the kitties, which is not good. Not good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just sit on the cards. Okay. Okay, I'll turn this a little. Oh, and no light. Jeez. Oh, and why do you guys put up with me? Where am I? Above the reading? Let me look. looks like it above the reading. The light of day. And all of, or sorry, not light of day. All of America being very, very angry with him. Very, very angry with him. Yeah. All right, you gotta scooch a little bit because I need the cards. You're oh jeez. Okay. Give me this. Okay, thank you. Jeez. And the tail of destruction. Okay, we'll just put these away. We don't need them. And we'll start from over here. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Final outcome, near future. Government. And how much he held back, how little he gave up. Fury. Absolute fury. He did everything he could to divert justice. That's the feeling. Everything he could to divert justice. Of course, the Republicans are gonna. It feels so weird. It's like they're not. I'm thinking about, the Republicans, of course, will stand up for him or what have you, but it feels like there aren't as many Republicans. It feels like the ranks have been thinned somehow. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Home environment. He's treating us like children. And he thinks he can get away with it because he basically assumes he has power, he has authority. Like this, there are really, really good, amazing, brave policemen in this world. Absolutely. I've known some of them. But there are also some who, my gosh, the power goes straight to their heads. And they're bullies, and yeah, and that's Barr. The power just he thinks he's better than us. Hopes and fears. Interesting card. Hang on a second. I'm getting a sense. Let me look at the rest of the reading. Hang on a minute. All right, what we see. What Mueller did. A very unhappy Mueller. And Mueller testifying. Because we know when Mueller testifies, I don't know that we know it, but it does feel like when Mueller testifies, it's going to be lights out for Barr. Final outcome. We are about to be incredibly busy, and incredibly busy for an incredibly long time. Cases after cases after cases after court case and congressional hearings and committees, and trying to piece together what happened, what really happened, trying to make it stick. I barely feel Barr in this. It's like an explosion of paper. Documents, writs, legal, this, that, and everything else. So let me check a couple more cards, but I'm not feeling a whole lot. Does Barr get away with this? Because his name is Mud, and it's gonna hurt his children. Because doesn't his son or daughter or both work in the Trump administration or something like that? But the Barr name is not a good one after this. I'm just not feeling him here. He has to testify a lot, but I'm not feeling a specific charges brought against him. And I'm not saying they never will be. It's just there's so much else going on. I wish, you know, some people look at my readings and they're like, oh, you just say what you want it to say. It's like, no, because I get readings like this too, and I have to say what I feel. And I'm just not feeling Barr in the final outcome. But whew, boy, are people mad. Holy kittens. So, all right. Such a jerk. Such a jerk. Okay, so the comments disappear when someone doesn't make a comment for a while. So I've got to touch the screen. Patriarchy rearing its ugly head. Trump going to North Korea again. Trump is. Would you like me to read on Trump right now? Because seriously, I just feel like he's off his head. He's off his face. He is. Yeah. It feels like Barr's gonna slink away. And he doesn't get off scot-free, but there's so much else going on. Agreed. Barr will be a footnote in history and not a pretty one. Holy kittens. Yes. All right, so I'm getting some yes answers for reading on Trump. Oh, Trumpy Wumpy. I will not say the words that just came into my mind. Because the thing is that you'll notice in general, I try very, very hard. I don't make fun of what people look like because people don't choose their own genetics. I mean, you get what you get. And you just have to do the best you can with whatever you have. And, you know, it's hard to get through life. And most people they're just trying to get through the day. And I'm not about to harp on somebody or give someone grief if you know, they feel like they're carrying extra weight. That's their choice. I just want people to be happy and okay. I'm not like that. But there's something about Trump. He just, he's always the exception. Well, it's almost like he's the exception on this too. Because he is so vile about calling other people fat. And the hypocrisy of that. Just the sheer screaming, unbelievable hypocrisy of that. It's just, it makes me want to say very nasty things about him. Anyway. His body must be in, his bad shape. He's a giant clog. Trump, his arteries are clogged, his veins are clogged, his brain is clogged, all the little capillaries in his brain are clogged, and he is a clog. And he's backed up all the garbage into the room. He's everything about him is a clog. All right, Trump. I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to get away with it. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to get away with it. Barr's taking care of everything. Barr's taking care of everything. They're going to love me again. They're all going to love me again. He's going to sweep it all under the rug. Barr's going to take care of all of this. Oh, Kitty again. Suddenly. Kitty. Oh, my God. All trans fat and Aquanet. Yeah. It's a sense that I don't know what he smells like. I haven't even heard what he smells like, but yeah, I would guess some really nasty cologne and hairspray. Yeah. Ugh, yuck. All right, reading on Trump, but I'm going to get away with it. Barr's taking care of everything. I finally have is it Roy Cohn? Who's the guy who was supposed to save him, or I don't know. Is that a movie character? I'm afraid this is the one. I try to know a lot about what's happening, but that one escaped me. All right. I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to get away with it. If you really want some fast food to celebrate, really wants fast food, French fries, McDonald's French fries. Some KFC. Oh, yuck. He's a clog. The man is a hairball. And by the way, did you see, have you seen the photos of his mother's hair back in the 90s? I mean, no wonder he's got his whole struggle strands thing going on. I am so above them, and I give them just little things, and they love me, and all I do is show up, and they love me, and I've got all of the justice system in my hand, under my control. Oh, God. The delusion is strong with this one in the past. Oh, he was confined. He was being confined by this illegal, rotten, terrible investigation. Oh my gosh, center of the reading. Oh, bless. Feels like Notre Dame. And my prayers go out to the firefighter and the 2 policemen who were hurt in the fire, and to the people all over the world who this has hurt. But Notre Dame is sitting in the middle of this reading for some reason. And we know that Trump's idea wouldn't have saved it. Yes, dump a massive amount of heavy water on it from a height. I'm sure that won't make the roof collapse. Trump, yeah, that's stingy devil. Yeah, that is his foundation. Unlike the kitty. It was just all cuteness and cupcakes and above the reading. Oh, somebody's being judged. He's getting this is judgment from the fake news and the people on Twitter who don't appreciate him, and this is the people who have been working so hard to placate him. So he's so vile. Excuse me. Oh, kitty toes. Oh, this is just a little bit more. Oh, I know. You don't have to move, but you gotta move your toes back. Gotta move your toes back. But I need these cards. Oh, you are a sweetie. You are a sweetie, but I need these cards. Yes, I do. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, good boy. Near future. Oh, all the government wrangling. And those D-word Democrats with they try and subpoena my tax records, and can we shift some more money here, there, and wherever to hide it, and they're gonna, yeah. But that's government, capital letters. Home environment. Do we really want to have anything to do with Trump's home environment? It's like what would that be? It's like a moral hole. Home environment, yeah. Look at my tinfoil cups. No, they're gold. Look at my tinfoil. They're gold. They're real gold. They're lots of gold. You don't own them. It's all borrowed money that you can't repay. No, they're mine. It's mine. It's gold. I'm all that. I have Leo rising. I have Mars in Leo. My manliness is linked to my kinghood and gold stuff. Hopes and fears. Well, we're not hoping that he actually does. No. We do not wish physical harm on anybody, ever. at all. But a metaphorical, like a death of a presidency overall, that's definitely the hopes and the fears, depending on which side you're talking to. And you've gone kind of quiet. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, I'm reading your comments. Okay, must be kind of a delay, but it's all right. What other people see? Yeah, him just in this lovely little place. Look at my ugly ostrich leather muumuu. You know, I mean, that's Trump. And my glorious hair. And oh, that eagle who flapped its wings and he ducked away. Yeah, he's just final outcome. This does not feel like Trump's hope. This feels like our hope. These feel like Trump's cards. Worry. And not everything we won't be able to pull everything out of the fog he creates to hide his misdeeds, but we'll start pulling specific things out. And he's being exposed as a fraud. So that's what I'm getting for Trump. He's delusional. He's actually been divorced from reality for a while, but yeah, yuck. All right. Well, I have a bit more time. If you want me to read on something else, I am here. I already read on Notre Dame, so I would rather not again, to be honest. It's very hard to go into that energy because the sadness is kind of solidifying, which it does. It's what grief does. After by day 2 or 3, that it really solidifies into something very, very hard. Wow, Trump's a fraud. Who knew? So, anybody want me to read on anything else? I'm not seeing anything. GOP reaction. Oh, okay. Assuming the facts can get out. What will the GOP reaction be? I'm not going to do a full reading. GOP energy is very, very frustrating. It's very frustrating. I don't know if you guys, I actually end up overhearing some Fox News on a pretty regular basis. And, wow, are they obsessed with AOC? Whew. But it really is gaslighting. I mean, they are in a completely different reality. I mean, I can just stand there and just listen to, I can't even look at Tucker Carlson, but I can just stand there and I can listen, and it's like, wow. It's, how do they do that? And more importantly, how can they live with themselves? Anyway, GOP reaction, rancor. As they have sown, so shall they reap. As these ships come in, rancor. Trying to carry on. You know, most of them are just going to try to carry on, like, oh, nothing happened, everything's fine. And you know, they just keep repeating the lies like Trump does. But ultimately, they're going to be disappointed. And they're going to be disappointed during elections. Because the whole fake it till you make it, which is basically how Trump runs his entire life. Faking, faking, faking. Whether you make it or not, just fake, fake, fake. They're some of the GOP. I mean, they've just decided, yeah, that works. Let's do that. But it's not going to work. And they're going to suffer for it. Nah. Nope. Not good. Not good for them. Overall. Okie dokie. Anything else? Alright, so there might be a delay here, so on the comments, so I'm still looking, still looking. Oh, Nancy's strategy, then the Democrat strategy varies from a handful of people who will do, who are, sorry, who have just steel spines and they're going to do something, and then a lot of people who are going to, and they can't necessarily they're not really in a position to do much, and then you've always got people who are running for president. You always have a certain number of them who are going to try to make it about themselves. Bannon versus Pope Francis, personally, just my opinion, I think you're giving Bannon too much credit. Pope Francis is important, and he is going to go down in history. And he is going to be an absolute standout pope. I do not agree with everything that he believes in, but he, at least, he does walk his talk, for the most part. So he's done some good, and it's very hard to get the Catholic Church to change. I mean, that's the whole point about Catholic. It is as reactionary, as anti-revolutionary as you can get. And Bannon is a speck of dirt. He is a fly. He is a gnat. He is... yeah. Will Mueller be a hero? I'm not going to read on the next president. Sorry, I don't want to do that here because I've got all this other energy swirling around. I don't think I could do it credit. Will Mueller be a hero in the end or not? Okay. Ivanka, complicit? Complicit much? She's in for a rude awakening. And all the readings I've done, basically what I got from Ivanka is Kushner ends up going to jail. And Ivanka eventually remarries, but it's a much, much smaller ceremony. She's going to learn some humility the hard way. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Not doing what I said it was going to do. Is Mueller going to be a hero or not? Okay, let's have a look. Is Mueller ultimately going to be... oh, his energy is so much nicer than these other people. Please, keep asking me questions about Mueller. I'd rather read on Mueller. I'd rather read on just about anybody. Yeah, what's the name of your insurance guy? Or insurance woman? I'd rather read on that person than these jerks. I'm just going to run through these cards quickly. Is Mueller going to be a hero? Oh, well, you know what he's doing is fated. I mean, yeah. This is not a clock. This is fate, capital letters. Seeing the reading. It's been his job to get through all this garbage, and he is particularly well suited to working his way through the kind of morass that Trump creates. But also, he's not entirely comfortable with the amount of praise that's being heaped upon him. He's very down to earth. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you? Sorry, this cord, and if you can see it, let me see here. Get it to focus. But yeah, I've got this. There's this little hole in the desk, and the cord keeps moving because, gosh, I can't imagine what could be beneath the desk playing. Is there a name to the tarot card spread I use? That's the last comment I just saw, so that'll give you some sense of how quickly this thing is scrolling. No, it's basically an overloaded Celtic cross. It's a Celtic cross, but it's just like, instead of one outcome card, there are 3. Instead of one card above and below, there are 2 each. Near future should just be 1. No, it's 2. And then I even add more. I don't know why. This is just the way I read. It's just more and more and more cards, and it helps clarify things. When I use fewer cards, I don't know, it just doesn't quite seem right. Muller's hero status, back to this. I'm just getting, he's not comfortable with the idea of being a hero. I mean, it's nice to get recognition. Oh, kitty. But, it's almost like his wife is more excited than he is. He's a little embarrassed by it. Oh, this feels like, I assume he has children, because it feels like children being very proud of him. I honestly don't know if Muller has children. I assume he does, but I don't know. Okay, near future. Well, it's going to be a tough road for a while. As we're digging through. These are investigators, and this is everything's, it's not nailed down. It's all a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but that goes here, that goes there, on and on and on. Let's see here. Home environments. Yeah, even he's like, wait and see. Just wait, just hang on, you know. And his work has been, it feels a bit like his work has been hung out to dry, and he's, not happy. Not happy. Hopes and fears. You know, what you send out will come back to you. That's just what I'm getting there. What we see. Yeah, so far he has been strong, and there may come a point where, you know, like, even what was that message tonight where someone for the Mueller team came out and said, Mueller will not be at this Barr press conference circus show, sideshow tomorrow. And that doesn't usually happen. All right, final outcome. Oh, moving quickly. Oh, okay. Those are. I mean, come on. Those are good cards. Moving forward quickly, moving on, and also like I'm not saying he's going to get a literal parade, but like, do you know what I mean? Where they get like the floats, like that go through the. I've never felt that from this card, but that's what it feels like. That feels like his wife who loves him, and I think ultimately he will be considered a hero. And also, frankly, it might be that this is the people that come after us, or who are incredibly young now, who they're not going to. We are so caught up in the day-to-day of this. And you know, there are a lot of details they're not going to put together. So some things that frustrate us now, ultimately, yeah, he's going to go down in history as a hero. He just is. And for doing meticulous work. So, and yeah, that's tomorrow. Jeez. All right, are you still there? Anybody still there? I'm not seeing any new. Will Mueller deliver the report to Congress? That is a good question. Let us ask. Let us ask. Sorry about the aircraft. Someday I may have a proper setup to do these readings and lights and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know, maybe somewhere quiet. But for now, this is what I have, so. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for watching. Okay, I'm just having a quick look. And all right, we'll go back to, okay, will Mueller deliver the report to Congress? Oh, his energy is just so clean. The cards are gonna have to tell me because I'm not like feeling the answer to that, but his energy is so much cleaner than these other people. It's amazing. I know I sound like a broken record, but those are the Democrats. So. It feels like not directly, but, and there's no major arcana here, so and it feels like it's, all right, that's Trump, like this is a report about Russian interference, but a lot of stuff about Trump, and it's gonna, all right, but and if we take the report and we pass it over there and no one notices, yeah, back over and hand it to this person and that person, and then yeah, it'll get to the Democrats. Cards of the Democrats. So that's what it feels like. It's kind of working its way around. Sorry, in a circuitous route, is that the right word? Probably not. All right, so will we ever know the truth? We see, I'm just looking. With our fellow Americans. Oh, that's complicated. Oh, that's quite the question, Elizabeth. That's, wow. I don't know that I could answer that right here. Will we ever know the truth about what really happened? Oh my goodness, they're gonna write so many books about this. There are gonna be so many books and movies and oh my gosh, for decades and decades and decades, it's gonna be, one of those Trump people, not like part of the Trump administration, but one of those people that knows every last little nitpicky, just dug this up and can list everything Trump ever did just because they know every detail. All right. see here. All right, I'm getting 4 cards there. Will we ever know the truth? In the past. Well, there's a lot of documentation going on now, and there's more so than there have been on scandals in the past, just because of the way that, we record everything. Center of the reading. Secrets, wisdom, hidden wisdom, law, and secrets. That really is the center of it. The center of it all below the reading. Yep. It's funny that the comments are scrolling on the page as I'm doing this, and they really feel like end credits. Suddenly, that's the sense I'm getting. It's like, yes, and then, like sometimes during end credits they'll have, and so this character went on to do this, and this character went on to do that, and or a flashback to this person is known for this and that person is known for that. So yeah, it really feels like the credits rolling above the reading. Stories we tell our children. How we teach young people to be, to act, what to do with money. It's all going to be affected by this. Yeah, but so much is going to be out there that it'll be at a point where you're like, okay, I don't need to know that. I get it. Okay, I got the gist of it. Okay, yeah, all right. Because in the future, people in Russia are eventually going to get out from underneath, President Vlad the Impaler, and their records are going to become available as well, and home environment. This is both, taking up getting ready to do the action and doing the thing, but also it's beating a dead horse. I hate that expression, but I don't have a better one. Hopes and fears that would never get out of this, that would be stuck in here forever because it feels that way, but no. What we see, everybody making little amounts of money off of this. Yeah, this little story, this little novel, this little, whatever. And for some reason I've got 4 cards for the final outcome. So yeah, and whole new starts. Mar-a-Lago is like a touristy kind of place. For people wanting to see where it all happened. Oh, and Trump sat over there like an idiot with Shinzo Abe of Japan, and people pulled out their phones to give them light to look at classified information, the kind of phones that have cameras in them. And yes, that happened right over there. Hey, honey, let's go on vacation and go look at where all this stupid stuff happened. New beginnings, and then the rare bird like Roger Stone, the man who put a tattoo of Nixon on his back, who's, no, Trump was right. It was all the deep state. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me have a look here to see what else we've got. Oh, 80 likes. You were so sweet. Thank you. And this little piggy went to jail. What is Rob Rosenstein going to say? Is he giving the Gang of 8 the full report? Oh, I don't. Rosenstein is a dweeb. Dweeb? Is that the right? Wimp? Yeah, Trump is about to be hammered with bad news. Oh, good night to those who are going to bed. Mar-a-Lago is going to be there for quite a while. Oh, yep. And trying to see if there's, go up a little bit, see what I've missed, if there's, God has picked Mueller. Will our fellow Americans learn from this horrible experience? It's very hard for people to do a 180 on their belief system. And especially, I tell you, I could sit down and cry at the state of the American education system. It's just unbelievable how we are shortchanging so many people. But will our fellow Americans learn from this? Okay, I got 2 cards there. Okay. What not to do. They will learn what not to do. Trump is a tale you tell children to get them to not be a jerk. Some people will be stubborn until the day they die. Yeah, yes and no, I think is the answer to that. Yes and no. Okay, looking for something else, anything else? Because I'm getting tired and it's getting, I'm probably gonna have to go in a minute, but just because I'm tired. But any other questions? Mar-a-Lago should be an immigrant settlement. That would be, oh, that would be fitting. Disney World Annex. No, they don't. Those poor kids don't need the nightmares. Start teaching civics, yeah. Oh, you are most. A good night, all, and thank you so much for being here. Do I feel Trump leaving? Yes, Mar-a-Lago should serve disabled vets. I completely agree with that. Oh, Roger Stone. I'm feeling jumpsuit, prison jumpsuit, but sorry, we need to thank you so much. Oh, is Trump leaving in June? All right, I'll ask. Is Trump leaving in June? I'll tell you though, I have now seen a lot of the wit and wisdom of a lot of people on Twitter because of this. People I would never have followed, I wouldn't know anything about, they've come out with some really good stuff. No, that's not leaving. That's sitting on his corruption. That's his family. That's Versailles. That's the Trump Versailles. As the sword of truth is coming and held high above. But no, in June what I'm getting is just sitting in his corruption, in his normal filth. Yuck. Thank you so much for saying will Mueller's team leak? They kind of have already, a little. But they're a very proud bunch, and they're not going to do much without Mueller's okay. Because it would, in a sense, they follow his lead because they don't want to be disrespectful to him. That's the feeling. Will Mueller's team testify? Everybody's going to testify. Seriously, all these readings I've done on Huckabee Sanders, on Kellyanne Conway, on anybody who's not going to spend some time in jail, and even some of those people once they get out, they're going to be testifying and testifying and testifying and testifying and having to go here and having to go to this court case and having to go to that committee hearing and having to sit through this, and they can't find good jobs, and all their time and energy is taken up with this, and they've lost friends, and blah blah. Everybody's seriously, it's like an Oprah moment. You get to testify, and you get to testify, and you get to testify. You want to testify? You right there watching this right now. Do you want to testify? You get to testify if you want. So, I live in the Midwest. That's kind of all I want to say, to be honest. Does he leave before the Republican National Convention? Let's see if I've got enough zap left in my wand here. Does Trump leave before the... Oh my gosh, I am tired. Before the Russian National Convention? Oh man, that was... Oh, yeah. Secrets, secrets, secrets. They wish he would. I've definitely got the feeling that they wish he would leave. It's all a burden. It's all just all of his secrets and all this garbage, and they would love, the RNC would love to wash their hands of him and get back to quote-unquote family values, as long as you don't take care of anyone once they're actually born. I'm not getting a specific answer on if he's going to be there. On the one hand, he does so much damage. On the other hand, he would be pretty easy to run against. But no, he does so much damage. Let's try again. No, I'm getting. I'm not getting really clear, but I'm just getting they don't want him there. That feels like Barron Trump, and I don't read on Barron Trump. Bless him, all the luck, best of luck in the world to him. I don't read on Barron Trump. Yeah, I'm not getting anything conclusive other than very strong. The Republicans wish he wasn't there. Sorry, I wish I could give you something more specific, but sometimes I don't like it. You know, as you've watched this whole series of readings, sometimes I get information I don't want to be true. Sometimes I get things that make me happy. Sometimes I get vague answers. Sometimes I get clear answers. I just pass on what I get, and then hopefully if you watch the other readers and what have you, we kind of you get enough people feeling the energy, and you'll get closer to the truth. No one psychic has all the truth. Nope. Thank you. You are. Oh, yeah, I'm so grateful for you watching. Will any of the hearings be public? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So thank you. So all right. Please, everybody, try to get some sleep. Please try to get some sleep, and just in a sense, it's infuriating. But maybe we should pop some popcorn for tomorrow too. Not just when things go horribly wrong for Trump, but when Barr's out there showing his rear end. I believe the expression is dropping trow, as in trousers. And it's going to be infuriating, but at the same time, this is just one part of what's going to happen. So there are good days ahead. There really are. I know I say this all the time, but we really are going to be okay. I mean, these cards are just feeling like, different people all over the country, all over the world. In America. Sorry, apparently these are people in America. I'm being corrected. This is my card for America. But people around America going about their lives and doing what they need to do. And oh, and here we get the international people. So, all right. Just keep breathing. Hang in there. Try to laugh. If you can at all possible, laugh at a joke or laugh at how, find some like-minded people online for tomorrow to help you get through all this nonsense and garbage. Just find a way to laugh. Laugh at how stupid Barr is being, or laugh at a political joke, or, So, that's what I'm getting. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very grateful. I have done a live reading before, one that didn't go so well, technical issues, and then I've done one for patrons. So I don't do them often, but I'm glad you were here and I'm grateful. Okay? So thank you so much for everything. You hoped for a lullaby. Really? Hello, kitty. Yes. Do. So much. Oh, thank you. Game of Sitting on the Throne. Oh, Desrat? Is that? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name there. You just won the internet. They should call this press conference tomorrow Game of Sitting on the Throne. Wow, that was good. That was good. Lullaby and good night. Try to think of how I could change the lyrics. We just hope Trump is sleeping in his wrappers and with his phone. No, I can't think of any more. I'll have to work on it. But anyway, I do hope you have a good night, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. And do please try to laugh. Try to find things to laugh at. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for everything. You are wonderful. I'm grateful. All right. Have a great night. Hang in there. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.